I usually mind my own business, but this one is serious. Guys, USA just did something crazy. They just striked Venezuela and even captured their president. This attack isn't about USA, and it's not really about Venezuela either. It's about what happens when one country controls money, oil, and rules. Because when this happened to Venezuela, I stopped and asked one question. If this can happen to them, what stops it from happening to me? Hello world, I am India. I don't sit in wars, and I don't pick sides loudly. But my economy runs on oil. My people depend on global trade. And even my economy is connected to the same rules as Venezuela. In this video, I'll show you what USA did, why Venezuela couldn't stop it, and what India can learn from it. Stay till the end, because the answer isn't scary. It's uncomfortable.
Bro, please stop bullying me. People don't even know a country named Venezuela exists on Earth. Hell, people don't even know where I am geographically located.
Skill issue? Cry about it.
Please leave me.
Now the most important part. If you love and support India, USA, then hit the like button using your DIT and steal your mom's chapel. And smash the subscribe button with it. If you don't do both of these, then I will steal your school tiffin and eat it myself. So make sure to like and subscribe to save your tiffin.
Always making noise. Switzerland's popcorn, the ultimate choice. India's chapel, the legend renowned. In this arena, where champions are found. Speeding ahead, breaking free. Endless options for you and me. Chaos reigns. Anime versus in this dizzying maze. Countryballs dimension, we fly. Across dimensions, we thrive. Anime versus, let's revive. So let's persist, never slow. In this journey our spirits grow. With anime versus leading the way. Every single moment, come what may. Come what may. Go, 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 go. Anime versus.
I bet many of you don't even know what is Venezuela. So first of all, let me explain that. This is Venezuela, a country in South America. It borders Brazil, and it's a little close to Mexico. Venezuela isn't small, it isn't weak, and it isn't irrelevant. Venezuela is a country sitting on more oil than almost anyone on Earth. More oil means money, power, and attention. On paper, Venezuela should have been rich. By rich, I am trying to say very rich. But instead, its economy collapsed, its money became useless, and foreign ships started controlling its oil. So the real question isn't what is Venezuela. The real question should be how does a country with everything lose control over itself? That's where USA enters the story. So why did USA even care about Venezuela? It wasn't because Venezuela was loud, and it wasn't because Venezuela was popular. It was because Venezuela had three dangerous things together: oil, independence, and refusal. Venezuela decided it didn't want to follow certain global rules. Rules about money and trade. Rules about who you're allowed to do business with. And when a country with massive oil reserves says, "I'll do things my way," USA's ass gets burnt into ashes, just like Russia and China. Basically, that's how strong countries run their house. Strong countries absolutely love dominating small countries. Same with India. I also love dominating my neighbors. Big powers don't hear confidence, they hear risk.
Let me be honest. I'm strong. I know it. Everyone knows it. You all can cry all you want. I don't need anyone's permission or approval. I control the money flow and trade routes. So I will also control who feels comfortable and who does not.
Oof bros attitude. Now let's talk about what attacks USA did on Venezuela one by one. The first attack wasn't military. It was paperwork. USA used sanctions. That means no easy access to global banks, no smooth oil selling, no normal trade. Venezuela didn't get invaded. It got locked out. And when oil can't be sold, money stops flowing. When money stops flowing, everything else starts falling apart. Here's where Venezuela made a fatal mistake. It depended on oil for almost everything. So when oil money was blocked, there was no backup plan. Food prices exploded. Medicine disappeared. Money lost value. Now you might ask, why didn't other countries stop this? Because nothing illegal was happening on paper. Because this was done without invasion and bombs, just rules being enforced. And here's the scary part. If the rules are global, any country connected to global trade has to follow them. Now, this is the moment I started paying attention. Because I'm India. I don't fight wars which are far away. But I do depend on oil, trade, and stability. So when I saw Venezuela collapsing without a war, I didn't think that's sad. Bro, who gives a duck about Venezuela? I thought, how do you protect yourself from something you can't fight?
This is not about Venezuela. This is about precedent. If one system can block another country's economy, then no economy is fully safe. Today it's oil, tomorrow it could be technology. I don't like instability, but I dislike unpredictability even more. So I'm going to be watching carefully and prepare quietly. Because power doesn't announce itself, it just shows what it can do.
Rules matter, systems matter. If global rules are broken, chaos follows. But if rules are enforced too aggressively, then trust breaks. And when trust breaks, markets panic. We don't want escalation, we want stability. Because when big economies shake, smaller ones fall first. This situation isn't loud, that's why it's dangerous.
We've seen this before. This is basically America's way of giving democracy and freedom to other countries. Pressure without invasion, sanctions, restrictions, and isolation. This is how power is tested. If one country controls access, others must find alternatives, because depending on one system is not safety, it's vulnerability. So instead of asking who's right, we should ask what's next.
Notice something? No one said Venezuela was perfect. No one said USA was wrong. They all said the same thing, in different ways. This changes the game. Because once power is shown, everyone plans around it. And that's when India started thinking seriously. Because if the rules can bend once, they can bend again. Now let's come to the heart of the video. Recent reports are saying that Venezuela's president and his wife were captured and taken out of the country by USA's forces. This wasn't a normal arrest or a court summons. It was a direct operation. A sitting president was removed from his own country and brought to USA to face criminal charges. Now you will ask, if he is Venezuelan, why would he face America charges? Answer is simple, don't worry. Even though he's Venezuelan, the charges are American because USA claims his actions affected USA directly. USA said he was involved in drug trafficking networks that moved drugs into their country. Now about the kidnapping of him and his wife. Some people called it justice, others called it kidnapping. But either way, it shocked governments everywhere. Because until now, the fight had been economic and indirect. This was different. It showed that pressure doesn't always stop at money and trade. Sometimes it turns physical. Now let me show you something interesting. Most people think India has nothing to do with Venezuela, but that's not completely true. Their president actually has a personal connection to India. Years before he became president, Maduro and his wife visited India and followed the teachings of Sathya Sai Baba. This wasn't politics or strategy, it was spiritual, but it shows that India wasn't some random country to him. On the official side too, India and Venezuela had relations for years, mainly through oil trade, and India used to import Venezuelan crude before USA sanctions made things complicated. So when things go wrong in Venezuela, India doesn't see it as a distant headline. It's something it has watched closely for a long time.
Everyone talks about me like I'm just a headline, like I woke up one day and chose chaos. But nobody talks about what it's like to be a country full of oil, surrounded by hungry eyes. I tried to stand on my own feet. I said I won't be controlled, I won't sell myself cheap. And suddenly I wasn't a nation anymore, I was a problem. My money stopped working, my people suffered, and every mistake I made was amplified to the world. They say this is about democracy, they say this is about justice, but from where I stand, it feels like a warning. Do things our way or watch everything you build slowly collapse.
This is about business. Who wants to buy my Mexican food?
Can USA do the same thing to India, like capturing Modi? The simple answer is no, not in the way people imagine. India isn't a small or isolated country. It's a nuclear power, has a massive military, strong institutions, global alliances, and a huge economy. Any direct action like that wouldn't just be about one leader. It would mean open global chaos. Countries don't touch leaders of powerful nations like India because the cost isn't pressure or sanctions anymore. The cost isn't pressure or sanctions anymore. It's war, instability, and worldwide backlash. Venezuela has a very weak military. What happens to weaker or isolated states doesn't automatically apply to countries that can push back hard. Power isn't just about who's strong. It's about who's untouchable enough that nobody wants to risk everything. And remember, the strong do what they can, and the weak suffer what they must. Comment if you agree. Shoutouts are in description. If you also want shoutout, then join membership.
The stage is bright, Countryballs rolling, taking flight. Speeding ahead, breaking free. Pakistan, you and me. UK, USA, living strong. Mexico's rhythm, join the song. Switzerland's peace, steady and bright. Countryballs unite, shining light. Across dimensions we thrive. Enemy versus, let's revive. So let's persist, never slow. In this journey our spirits grow. With enemy versus leading the way.